Good morning, everybody. So it is after 2 minutes past the open, 9:32 a.m. I was trying to record this live or stream it live, and I'm still having some issues with it. So I'm just gonna have to record and post this right after the session, unfortunately. So hopefully, I can try to fix this and get this resolved. But it is pretty annoying trying to figure this out, and also trying to trade. So all in all, let's look at the market. So I have my volume profile marked out from previous week on Sunday at 6 p.m. And I have the resistance level, the high with the point of control marked out. And then I also have my support area where price is currently, which turned into resistance because we've had a mini test, but we also had a breakthrough, and now we're coming back to retest. So there might be a potential shorting opportunity that we're going to take a look at. So let's see. So we're 5 minutes. Came into this small order block and bounced right off. So if anything, then I would want to see some type of strong, bearish continuation move to the downside. So I can definitely see this retesting and then coming back down. So we're just going to wait for the initial 9:30 open move, and then we'll make a then we'll see what kind of opportunities we have. But it's trading back into, I'm going to call this support turn resistance, since we did break through, retested, came back, retested. But obviously price can still trade into this and then continue to move bullish. So it's just something for us to take a look at. All right, so it's almost 9:35. Yesterday ended in a loss of $329, and I just was not, patient enough yesterday. Tried to force entries. My first trade going short, I think was the right decision. It's just I went in a little bit too early, and couldn't get the win. The second one was a buy, which was a mistake because all it was doing was retracing back into that bearish momentum for a continuation move. So today I'm just gonna be a little more patient, especially on a Friday. Okay, we have price entering in the support area from 66.80 to 66.58, or support turn resistance. But let's see, it might just continue to go up, or it might just sweep these highs at 66.72 area before proceeding down. But let's see how this plays out. If we can see some type of strong move down with a retracement, then that would be my sell opportunity. And like I said, based off of the 5-minute, the way market structure looks, we've retested this area at 66.80 all the way down to 66.58. Traded through, retested, bounced off, traded through, retested, bounced off, and we're essentially doing the same thing with this bearish price leg coming all the way down. Possible retracement area for a continuation to the downside. But, price can obviously continue to trade up into this area of resistance where point of control is located. So today is just all about staying patient and seeing what price does in these significant volume areas. So price did sweep these relative equal highs up here at 66.71. So let's see how price reacts. I'm just going to put a short position here just to see. So price did have a strong reaction off of this, but I want to see what kind of, if we do have a retracement back up to this area. I like to get this candle's high and go for this low down here at 66.46 area. But you also never know too, because this is, you can consider this support as well. So let's see how price reacts. But my plan is to take this short opportunity if price can get back up to here. And you can see on the 5-minute there was a strong bearish reaction from that area. So it's about 9:40 Eastern Standard Time, so we've already let the 9:30 open, play out the way it should. So see if we can get some type of retracement back. Probably should have got in, as soon as this candle finished. But usually, sometimes, especially when there's a bearish continuation run, it will just keep going without a retracement. So, that could be the case. But we do have point of control at 66, 64 area. have the lower volume node area at 66.36 for today's session. Yeah, I probably should have got in a lot sooner. I don't want to chase price down here because, you know, we're bound to have some type of retracement. So I'm just going to wait and see what we can get, especially coming out of this area. But if we come back up here, then, you know, that's even better. So it's about 9:46. So let's see how price reacts at this point. I would like to see some type of small retracement for me to get an opportunity to go short. So right now we're at 66.45 area, and I don't feel comfortable going short way down here, but we did retrace slightly, but I want to see more of a retracement. And I'm also looking at the 5-minute candle on NinjaTrader as well, seeing how that reacts. So we do have a strong bullish candle. Let's see how it reacts in this area before I actually try to get in, because it might just retrace all the way back up to here again. Yeah, so it's coming back up to resistance. So I'm just going to keep this here for now. But let's see how it reacts into this area, because we do have this, I would call it a order block, or a whatever everybody else calls it. But we could continue to, push up too as well. So that's the other thing. And like I said, the reason why I'm looking at a short opportunity is because we're coming back in to this strong volume area, and we're basically in a larger retracement area. So that's why I'm looking for a possible short opportunity to get into the market. So I'm going to go short on this one, 4 contracts.
Order filled.
And then I'm going to put my stop at 67.
Order submitted.
66.73. 75. So I have my stop at 66.71. And I could be wrong too. That's always a possibility. But I'm going to look for a 2-to-1. Yeah, it's not really looking too good.
Order submitted.
Yeah. Most likely I'm going to get stopped out. $66.38. Yeah, I should have waited.
Order filled. Order canceled.
So a short opportunity still in play for me. So just have to be patient on this one, but this is going to be my last trade. So we're at the 66.68 area. Let's see how price reacts. Yeah, looks like we're going to probably proceed higher, so that tends to happen too. Okay, so we're approaching this is, let's see, is it yesterday's volume area? Yeah, price is having a strong move up, so yeah, if I was gonna go short, it would have been right here, which I should have done for a 1 to 2. But you live and you learn. So it's about almost 9:56 Eastern Standard Time, so let's see if I can get another opportunity. If we're going to see a strong move, then I would want to see at least a retracement back into this area that formed an order block. So let's see how price reacts, because I'm still thinking, that we're still within a a bearish market, but let's see if we need to adapt. Since we did trade through, then I would want to see at least price retrace back into this point of control if we're going to proceed up. And have a strong reaction here with rejection candles and then go up. So let's see. So we're at 66.70 area. See how it reacts with this volume point of control at 66.64. Okay, so we're at 66.59 area. For me, we're inside of the order block that was just formed. So let's see how price reacts. I mean, it can react for a strong bullish signal, or it can just continue to go down and pretty much invalidate what I'm thinking. So we'll see. I want to see how this 5-minute candle reacts inside of this order block. Okay, I'm going to buy.
Order filled.
I'm going to put my stop at 66.52 area.
Order submitted.
66.52.50. And I'm going to put my, let's see where I entered. 66.7. Actually, I'm going to put my stop up here at 66.56. And I'm going to go for, let's say, 1 to 2.13. So my stop is at 66.92
Order
area.
submitted.
So price comes back into this bullish order block that was formed. So I'm buying off the bounce, the retracement. So I want to see, this is a nice strong rejection 5-minute candle. So I want to see it continue up all the way into this next high volume area. So we're currently at 66.73 area. I got in at 66.67. Yeah, if it starts rejecting at this point, then basically my trade will be invalidated. So let's see if we can have a continued strong push to the upside. It's about 10:05 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Right now we're at 66.74, strong bullish reaction. So I want to see a continued bullish reaction all the way up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go all the way up to here. So I'm going to have 2 contracts off at this level.
Order canceled.
So let's do 2 contracts
Order submitted.
at 66.92. And then I'm going to have one more, just a small runner, 1 contract at 67.05.
Order submitted.
So price is rejecting this area. So let's see if we can still get a continued move up. Yeah, this rejection right here is not something I really am thrilled about, but let's see. If my first target can get hit, then I'm going to move to break even and let the one contract run, which would be essentially a 1 to 3.19. So I just definitely want to see this first target hit, if anything. Yeah, I don't like this rejection. It's almost 10-10. If anything, if we're going to get an expansion, then I would want to see something start happening now. At least take this high out at 66.84. So let's see how this next 5-minute candle forms. If it continues to wick, then price is going to probably come down or chop. So slightly above break even. Let's see if we can get a strong push. We have the point of control right here. So I think we established that the buyers are probably in control at this point. So I want to see a strong move to the upside. So 66.73. Let's see, I want to see a strong move, especially above the 66.84 high. If we can get above that, then I know that we can continue to the upside. So we have a strong 1-minute candle. Currently at 66.80 area. So let's see a strong push over this high. All right, we're approaching the 66.84 high. Okay, ended up trading through it, so now price should definitely take off. Almost at first target at 66.92.75 area. That was my initial 1 and 2, but I decided to just take 2 contracts off and then let the other one run up to the higher volume area up here. As soon as this is hit, if it's hit, then I'm moving my stop to break even to protect profits. Currently at 66.88, so we're almost there, just a few more points to get to first target. I like the rip up with the bullish continuation move, so let's see.
Order filled.
Okay, first target hit. Let me take this off.
Order canceled.
And I'm going to put
Order submitted.
1 just slightly above break even. So now I want to definitely see this continuation on up. Yeah, this initial sell, I should have gotten. This happened around 9:39. It should have been, you know, at 66.61 if I wanted the initial sell. But to be honest, I should have just waited. You know, I'm thinking we're going bearish. Ended up getting in around 9:49. But you know, price had other plans, so had to quickly readjust. Saw on the 5-minute that we had a bullish order block that formed, so let price retest, and then got in for a buy. And now price is ripping up, so that's something I need to, you know, figure out going forward. And that's what I told myself initially too. I want to see this price, you know, I want to see price make its initial fake out move. Yeah, I thought the 930 to 938 slight bullish move was a fake out, and then we would proceed down. But it was actually, you know, the slight push up, you know, sell, and then, you know, this is the actual move where that order block formed. So you live and you learn, only lessons. So we still have we still have 1 contract left at 67.05. First target was hit, and then we have 1 remaining contract above break even. So I definitely want to, you know, see if, even if this is a slight retracement, which it is, possibly, I still want to see a reject and then push on up to this higher volume area. So let's see how the 1 minute is. I want to start seeing a rejection. Let's see how price reacts around here. I want to see a rejection, some type of rejection candle or indecision candle, and then a continued push up into the higher volume area starting at 67.05. It's about 10:19 Eastern Standard Time. So I definitely want to see a breakdown right here. I don't want to continue to see strong, bearish candles. I want to start seeing a breakdown, especially at this 66.77 area, if it does get to that point. But let's start seeing a breakdown of bearish momentum for us to continue to go back up. Price is starting to reject. We're at the new 5-minute candle. So now I want to see a strong rip to the upside. So let's see how it reacts. Currently at the 66.88 level, so let's see if we can get a strong follow through. We had a nice breakdown right above this volume area at 66.77, so I don't want to see a retracement and continue to go down. I don't like this 1-minute candle, so let's see if we can get another, breakdown for a push up. So it's retesting this volume area at 66.77. That was a strong bearish candle, so for me that's somewhat concerning. Let's see if we can get a strong bounce from this level. We still have a indecision candle for the 5-minute candle that started at 7:20 or 10:20. So let's see. If anything, I want to see a strong bounce from this area and continue up. So if we're going to have a strong continuation move, then I want to definitely see a follow-up after this 1022 candle. If we start coming in here and then rejecting and proceeding down, then I don't know if we're going to have a strong bullish bounce, but still a lot of indecision. So now, since we're rejecting, I want to see this go up. I want to see this 5-minute candle go up. We have about 30 more seconds left for this 5-minute candle. We're having a strong push on the 1 minute at 66.84, 85 area. So now I want to see a strong follow through. If we're going to make this move, then this will be the time to do it off of this bounce from this this volume area. And then we also have the either previous day or previous week's volume, high volume area. So I think that's where price wants to at least trade into. And I'm going to have my last contract right below it. So it's about 10:25. We have a new 5-minute candle. So I want to see a strong follow through. I don't want to see any chop. It's Friday, so it's tough, but if we can get above this high, I probably will move my stop right above or right below at 66.75, just to, obviously protect profits. I don't really like this rejection, but it's still only 20 seconds left, so this could be still a strong, bullish candle on the 1 minute. And then we have the 5-minute on NinjaTrader. So we have, it looks like a nice rejection on the 5-minute. So now I want to see it expand, continue to expand bullish. Nice strong reaction. So I'm going to put my stop at 66.75. If anything, I don't see price coming back down. You never know. We did have a nice rejection off of this volume area at 66.76, but price can continue to come down. You never know, what price wants to do. It's doing a lot of chopping around. It's almost 10:30. I'm gonna put a hard stop at 11. If nothing else happens. I don't like being in the market after 11. So we're having some slight rejection here. We're just basically consolidating around this higher volume area. We're not really expanding or doing anything, so we did have a rejection at that 10:30 candle. So maybe we do another bounce, but I have my stop right underneath at 66.76, so if anything, at least we walked away with some profit. I would have definitely made more if I would have just got out at the 1 to 2 instead of letting one runner run, but things happen. Got to look at the positive. At least I can, end the week in the green, even though it won't be much. But that's all you can ask for is having a profitable week, even though I just started the live account on Wednesday, but even the other on Monday and Tuesday still ended those days in green too. The only red day I had was yesterday. Yeah, it doesn't look like his price is going to do too much. Probably get it stopped out here.
Order filled.
Yeah.
Order canceled.
So all in all, I only made $76.25. My account is up $110.98. So it's not much, but it is what it is. Yeah, I definitely should have just got out at all my contracts where I initially had it. Trying to see if I can show you my control center accounts for NinjaTrader. Doesn't look like it. Let me try something else. Yeah. So hopefully I can figure out what's going on with my live streaming situation. I don't know what's going on, but I've been trying to figure that out and I cannot go live. So I'll post this immediately after I am done with this recording. Right now it's about 10:35 Eastern Standard Time, 7:35 a.m. my time, and I will be creating or doing a recap video of this week's performance. And like I said, today, even with the loss, which was about $215 loss, so I got to figure out a better way to manage my risk, but I'm currently up for today $76.25, and my account as a whole since Wednesday is $25,110.98. So I'm up $110.98. It's not much, but I've only been trading since Wednesday of this week on the live account. So for me, I got to look at the positive, and as long as I can end the week in the green, then I'm okay. The profits will come. It's only a $25,000 account. And as you guys know, you have a $1,500 stop loss. You essentially you can only lose $1,500. And I know my maximum trailing drawdown limit did rise up. So, going forward, I just got to remain patient, not over leverage. So that's something I definitely need to work on. And I need to start figuring out, at least waiting. I try to wait until at least, 10 minutes after, but maybe I need to start waiting 10 to 15 minutes after the 9:30 open, because there's always going to be some type of fake out move, and it usually can be, this is 9:30, slight bullish move, takes out this high, then proceeds, bearish, and then goes up. And I got in right at where the order block, formed on the 1 minute chart. The 5 minute chart looks a lot better from Ninja Trader's point of view. But, I just gotta stay, smart on this and patient. Because usually it's going to be 1 to 2 fake out moves before the actual move happens. And then next time, I'd like to possibly let one runner run, but, I make more money from just taking, all of my contracts at 1 to 2 risk to reward, instead of taking the majority off and then letting one runner run. I'm still making more, plus it's more commissions too that I'm being charged. So going forward, I need to stick to that rule, 1 to 2 or 1 to 2.1, 1 to 2.2 to cover commissions, and taking all my contracts off. So that's what I'm going to do. So it's about 10:38. I'm going to end this stream or this recording. Hopefully I can start going live and trading, for you guys to see live. Got to figure some things out, but I'll post this recording right after I'm done. But again, thank you for supporting EdgeToEquity and watching. You guys take care and God bless. And I will be making and uploading the weekly recap this weekend. So take care. Have a great day.